ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om. We will start off with the 6th Suktam today. Rishi, Madhuchanda, Vaishwamitra, Devata, Indra, Maruda, Indrascha, Gayatri Chanda. Yunjandi. When men attach their minds to the all-pervading, almighty, reddish, ever-moving Indra, then the light shines in their spiritual shining space. Implied meaning of the rig is as follows. When men concentrate their minds on Indra, the universal Jivatma, having the attributes mentioned here, then they realize the Jivatma shining in their heart spaces, shining because of spiritual light of Atma. 1.6.2 Yunjandyasya. Intelligent men yoke in their minds the two rays of Indra that bring out his desirable brilliance and strength in leading human beings through opposing events. Indra Jivatma moves from one body to another of living creatures with his two rays, which bestow on them existence and consciousness. The two opposing events are obviously birth and death. Kedum Krunvan, who provides knowledge for removal of ignorance and forms to the formless. That Indra manifests as light. Wise men see that fact. This is for 1.6.3. Indra appears as a sun in the space who is visible to mankind. Next is 1.6.4. Adha Swadhamanu, Maruth bearing water fit for sacrifice, which suits their own nature, induce pregnancy by filling up the clouds with water again and again. Maruths, or wind, help the sun in the evaporation of water and to fill up the cloud with water vapor all the time. 1.6.5 Viluchidaru. O Indra, along with water-bearing Maruths, who are capable of breaking into pieces even hardest objects, your rays methodically discover even objects which are hidden in the cave. Indra, manifesting as the sun, illuminates all objects with the assistance of wind, which has the power to destroy even large clouds. This is one meaning. Indra Jivatma, along with Prana, drives away firm-looking ignorance with his spiritual rays of light and helps an intelligent man to discover the Atma hidden within the cave of his heart. This is the implied meaning. 1.6.6 Devayanto yatha madimacha. The way we who are desirous of the company of enlightened souls extol the greatest perceptor Indra. In the same way, we faultlessly praise Maruth, who bring news of all kinds of wealth. Wind is a carrier of sound or news about all kinds of wealth. In 1.6.7 Indrena Samhi, this Vayu is seen to move along with the fear-averting Indra all the time. These two continue to be of equal valor and therefore pleasure-giving to all living creatures. Indra and Vayu always move together in the atmosphere as well as inside living bodies. Together they provide happiness to all. 1.6.8 Anavadhyai, this sacrifice of Indra, which is illuminating all around, along with faultless Maruthgnas, who are bright and fit to be desired constantly and firmly worship him. This knowledge sacrifice and Marudganas also constantly praise Indra with Vedic rigs. 1.6.9 Atha Parichmanna, from whom Vedic words of wisdom is obtained, from there or from the shining space above, O Marudganas, who moves everywhere, please come to this knowledge sacrifice. May Marudganas come to the knowledge sacrifice from Indra, from atmosphere, or from the outer space. Indra is the inspirer of Vedic speech. Shining space may stand for Atma's abode. 1.6.10 Idova Sadimi Mahe. We approach with prayers towards that giver who is different from this earth, from the atmosphere, from the great shining space, and from the waters. Indra, universal manifested self, is different from the manifested basic elements, space, air, etc., and also from Atma. Next Suktam from Madhuchanda Vaishwamitra Rishi, Indra Devata Gayatri Chanda. 1.7.1 Indramidga Athino. The singing praisers extol with Vedic hymn, calling Indra by name, that mighty Indra only. These Vedic hymns praise him alone as Indra. The Sukta is in praise of or dealing with Indra. 1.7.2 Indra Idharyo Svaja. The universal mingler, Indra only, who is attached to Vedic speech in combination with Vayu, brings together the two rays. That Indra is holder of Vajra, is golden or abounding in gold. Indra, universal manifested self, mingles non-matter Jivatma with Annamaya, made of food matter, and with pranas. Indra is being praised by this Sukta. The two rays bestow existence and consciousness on living creatures. Vajra can be thunderbolt or ray of spiritual light. Indra is said to be abundantly rich in gold or of golden color. 1.7.3 Indra Dirdhaya Rakshasa. For the sake of long distance visibility, Indra placed the sun high up in the sky. That sun fills up the cloud with water. Manifestation of the sun is being attributed to Indra here. The sun heats up water and fills up the cloud with water vapor. 1.7.4 Indrava Adeshu Namava. O mighty Indra, with powerful instruments of protection, please protect us again and again in our day-to-day life's battles, which bring us into contact with innumerable enjoyable wealths. The battles are associated with procurement of all kinds of wealth, which includes knowledge, especially the spiritual knowledge, as stated in the next Rak 1.7.5, Indram Vayam. We invoke Indra in the procurement of great wealth and also of inferior wealth. For the killing of enemy cloud also, we invoke the holder of Vajra. .7.7 Tunje Tunje, the praises which are even the best among all that are being sung constantly are bereft of the excellent praises of that holder of Vajra Indra. These Vedic texts are insufficient to reveal fully the real nature of Indra. This is the meaning implied by the Rik. Vrusha 1.7.8 Vrusha Ayutheva Vamsaga, the Lord of all living creatures. Indra approaches human beings unrestrained with his own valor, like a seed-showering bull approaches a group of cows with his male virility. By implication, the Rik means that Indra is one who imparts a sense of life to all human beings, as mentioned in 1.7.9 that follows. Ya ega. Indra, who pervades the bodies of all human beings of the 8 vasus and bodies or dwellings of 5 kinds of living creatures, is that one only. Indra only bestows existence on imaginary shining beings like vasus. All kinds of born creatures, 5 kinds of born creatures are those sprouting from the earth, from sweat, insects, etc., from egg, from womb, and from mind. 1.7.10, the last rook in the Sukta, Om and Indra, whom we worship again and again for the welfare of the whole mankind, he alone is worthy to be venerated. Suktam 8, same Rishi, same Devata, and same Chandas. Endrathana Simrayim. 1.8.1. O Indra, may you procure for us that exceedingly cherished wealth which is worth having, is capable of bringing mastery of knowledge, and is always enduring for our protection. Most cherished wealth definitely implies self-knowledge, Atma-jnana. That is the only one which is permanent, enduring, and worth having. It protects one from birth-death cycle forever. 1.8.2. Niyena mushtihatyaya. O Indra, may we become irresistible, protected by you, on account of whose hand fight the clouds are not allowed to be idle. In the physical sense, Indra drives away the clouds in the sky with the help of Maruts, wind. Spiritually, universal manifested self, Indra drives away ignorance associated with truth. 1.8.3. Indratodasavayam. O Indra, protected by you, may we acquire hard weapons. With that, we may win over our enemies in battles. Here, battles could be within one's own mind, or the enemies are internal, or they could be external to oneself. Internal enemies are evil thoughts which are products of ignorance. In this way, battles could be within the mind or with the body. Correspondingly, weapons could also be different in the two cases. 1.8.4. O Indra, Vayam Shurebhi. O Indra, may we be endowed with powerful weapons, so that in association with you, we may endure or conquer our battling opponents. 1.8.5. Mahang Indra. Indra is bodily strong and is constantly and definitely most supreme. May these qualities be with the holder of Vajra, Indra. May his valor spread without any break. Overall meaning may not need any explanation. 1.8.6. Samohe. Whatever common men wish for in ignorance, or in the matter of begetting children, etc., or wise men in the matter of acquiring knowledge, all these they get from Indra. Indra is the bestower of wishes of both common men and also of wise men. 1.8.7. Yahkukshi. That Indra's stomach is caused to swell like an ocean by the drinking of Soma essence. In the same way, as waters fill up the mouth like hollows of the earth, Soma essence can be physical juice of Soma plant or spiritual flowing essence of Atma. Soma spiritual fills up the universe, which can be treated as Indra's stomach with objects made of matter. Eva hyasya sunata. 1.8.8. May Indra's harmless copious or diverse wealth such as words of wisdom, land, cattle, etc., be showered on the offerer of oblations, just like ripe fruits from the branches of a jackfruit tree. May Indra shower physical, subtle and spiritual wealth on sacrifices depending upon the wishes of each one. 1.8.9 Evahite, O Indra, your diverse copious wealth such as it is, comes to the help and protection of sacrificers like me immediately without any delay. 1.8.10 Evahyasya Mya, those Indra's praises are and eulogies which are desirable and praiseworthy serve or are for Indra for drinking of the Soma essence. Next Suktam 9. Same Rishi Madhuchanda Vaishamitra Indra Devada Gayatri Chanda Indrehi Matsyandhaso. O Indra, please come here and be delighted with all the diverse varieties of foods created by, with Soma essence. With enhanced strength, may you become our great protector. All the diverse material objects in the universe are created making use of flowing essence of Atma, Soma. They are givers of delight to Indra, who is the protector of all living creatures also, as universal Jivatma. He is the sustainer of the universe, made of matter. One point nine point two. 1.9.2 Emenam Srujata Sute. In this manner, may the manifested forms of creation be for that ever happy Indra, who is the maintainer of the wheel of universe running to make him happy and active. Matswa Sushipra Mandibhi. O possessor of beautiful jaw, dweller among all men Indra, may you come here to all sessions of our sacrifice along with shining beings and be delighted with our pleasure-giving praises. Indra dwells as a Jivatma in the bodies of men. May he come to this knowledge sacrifice with enlightened souls or with imaginary shining beings like Maruts, Mitra, Varuna, etc. 1.9.4 Asrigramindra Se Gira. O Indra, these hymns composed by us, though not satiating, come up to you, who is the mighty Lord of all born beings. These Vedic crooks are dealing with Indra and approach Indra only. They may not fully delight him or satisfy him completely. 1.9.45 Samchodaya. O Indra, whatever wealth is there which is desirable, is diverse and is unsurpassed, belongs to you only. May such a wealth be impelled to come hither definitely for our enjoyment. All kinds of wealth, gross, subtle and spiritual, belong to Indra only. May these come to the performers of this sacrifice. 1.9.6 Asmansu Tatra. O Indra, possessor of much wealth, may you impel us properly to perform such actions for bringing us wealth that will give pleasure and fame to us. This Sruk, as it is self-explanatory, but wealth may be implying spiritual knowledge. 1.9.7 Sam Gomadindra. O Indra, may you shower on us manifold abundant wealth consisting of cattle, food of all kinds and undiminished fame during the whole lifetime. Next, 1.9.8 asme dehi shraho. O Indra, may you give us abundant fame and wealth which is capable of giving thousands of pleasure-giving objects, food, chariots, and the likes. One point 9.9 Basorindram Masupatim. For the protection of wealth, we call upon Indra, who is the protector of wealth, is worthy to be praised by Vedic hymns, and he moves about receiving the praises made by the hymns. Indra, the manifested self, is the Lord and protector of this universe, made of matter, grass as well as subtle. He is said to be receiver of Vedic praises of the wise sages. 1.9.10 Sute Sute. This faithful praiser indeed offers resounding worship to Almighty Indra, residing in his established abode. In each of these extracted hymns, Siral Sukta is offering this praiseful Sukta to Indra, who is present as Jivatma in his own heart space. Last Suktam from sage Madhuchanda, Devada Indra, Chandas Anushto. 1.10.1 Gayanditva, O performer of many deeds Indra, singers of hymns, sing your praises. Worshippers worship you, who is worthy of worship. Knowers of Brahman extol you with reverence, like men extol the head of their families. Different categories of people approach Indra for different purposes depending upon their mental activities. 3 categories are mentioned here. 1.10.2 Yatsano. When the mighty Indra, moving along with Maruth's pranas, enter the mind of an intelligent or enlightened person, then he makes clear in their minds the purpose of all, or the many unclear obligations or duties. When an intelligent person concentrates his mind on Indra, he inspires or impels that person to perform duties which are in tune with his nature. By implication, Jivatma in a person activates him in accordance with his ahambhava, feeling of I-ness. 1.10.3 Yukshvahike Shina Hari. O drinker or protector of Soma Indra, please yoke to your chariot your well-fed, virile horses or race having long manes or hair-like radiance. Then may you move about listening to our hymns of praise. Superficial meaning given above may not need any explanation. Chariot implies body of a living being, and horses stand for rays of spiritual light which impart existence and consciousness to it. 1.10.4 Ehi Stomang. O benevolent Indra, please come, keep note of our praising hymns, accept our talk about them appreciatively. May you ever cause to increase our sacred words and sacrifices, or this knowledge. The Rik is self-explanatory. 1.10.5 Uktamindraya. The way Shakra Indra showers happiness or knowledge on our offsprings and friends, for that grantor of many gifts, Indra, our praiseworthy eulogies must increase, likewise in the same proportion. Indra gives gifts to an offerer of oblations in proportion to the offerings he receives from him. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. 1.10.6 Tamit Sakhitva. We pray for friendship to him, Indra only, to him for riches, to him for strength. Moreover, that mighty Indra alone is capable of imparting all kinds of wealth to us. .1.10.7 Suyurdam. O Indra, may we be given readily obtainable, well-established, imperishable wealth. Please open for us the door to the land of cattle. Accomplish for us wealth as extensive as a mountain. The only imperishable wealth is self-knowledge. Physical wealth is also being prayed for by this rig. 1.10.8 Nahitva Rodasi Ubhe. These two spaces, the space and the earth, are not capable of surpassing the impetuous or raving you. From their own abode may waters be impelled to come down to us. Prompt our speech or raise well, please. Manifested forms of basic matter, this space and earth, stand no comparison to the universal manifested self Indra. Water also manifests because of Indra. 1.10.9 1.10.9 Ashrutkarna Chudhi. O Indra, who has ears directed towards all directions, please hear our prayers quickly. Take heed of my words of praise. Also, may these hymns of mine be well received or taken to heart by you. Indra is supposed to have thousands of eyes, ears, etc. Alternately, ears of all living creatures are activated by one universal Jivatma Indra. 1.10.10 Vidmahitva. O Indra, we know you, who is an excellent bestower of all our desires and bearer of prayers in the battles. We call upon you, who is known to be an excellent bestower wishes, for protection along with extensive riches. Indra Jivatma impels men to act for accomplishing their own objectives. This is basically the meaning of the first part. 1.10.11 Aduna Indra Kaushika. O Indra, please come to us quickly. O son of Kushika or Indra, delighting yourself, may you drink or enjoy this extracted Soma essence. May our lifetime be extended laudably and make me a sage, living for thousands of years. May Indra come to this knowledge sacrifice of the seer of the Sukta, enjoy this hymn. He expresses this wish in the second part of the Ruk. More or less the same idea is expressed in the next Rik, last one. 1.10.12 Paritva. O fond of praise, Indra, in accordance with your long lifetime, may these lovable hymns ever grow and reach you everywhere. May they be welcomed by you. Last one for the day, last suktam. Rishi Masachandasa Jeda Devata Indra Anushtup Chanda. 1.11.1 Indram Vishwa. May all our hymns make stronger Indra, who pervades all material objects in the universe, which is like an ocean, who is the swiftest among all movers, is the Lord of all wealth, and is the protector of truth. Meaning, being manifested self, Indra pervades all material objects. Being Jivatma, he moves from one body to another of all born creatures. He is the protector of truth, birthlessness. 1.11.2 Sakheda Indra. O Lord of strength Indra, in your protection, may we, possessed of strength, be not afraid. We pray to you exclusively, who is our victorious and our vanquished. The next trick is 1.11.3 Purvirindrasya. Indra's generosity is there from ancient times. When he gifts by way of cattle, food and others are granted to the singers of the Vedic hymns, their protection is assured. 1.11.4 Puram Bindu. Destroyer of bodies or castles or of souls, ever youthful, all-knowing, extremely strong, sustainer of all activities in the universe. Thus praised in many diverse ways, Indra came into being. Indra came into being in the minds of the wise sages. The qualities of Indra mentioned here are being attributed to him by them. 1.11.5 Tvam Vadasya Gomado. O possessor of Vajra, Indra, you broke open the cloud cover, causing light and rain. Shining beings or enlightened souls possessing rays of light are being forced to approach you without any fear or for knowledge. Indra is said to destroy cloud in the sky with his thunderbolt to bring rainwater and light to earth. Enlightened souls got enlightenment, self-knowledge by meditating on Indra Jivatma residing in their own heart spaces. 1.11.6 Tvaham Shura. O Indra, by your grace I approach you, invoking your waters in the sky. O fond of praise, Indra, knowing about your generosity, sacrificers are seated by you. Indra causes the manifestation of rainwater in the sky, which the seer of the Sukta is invoking here in the presence of his co-sacrificers. One point 11.7 Mayabhirindramayinam. O Indra, you unfolded your illusory powers by means of wisdom. Knowing his illusory powers, the fame of those wise men goes upwards, or wealth of knowledge increases. To a wise person, Indra reveals his unreality or illusion associated with the birth of Indra, universal manifested self or Jivatma. 1.11.8 Indram Ishanam. Praisers elaborately praise Indra with all their strength, whose graces maybe thousands or even much more. This needs no elaboration. With this, we conclude today's talk. Viramastaval.